everyone that is locked on. With me is Mr. Patrick Broomes, and as you could see, he's getting ready here to create a lovely masterpiece for us. Just to take a quick look at what he does, guys, this is all done with a ballpoint pen. As you can see here, he would have used different colors. This is actually it looks like a shack in the plains, and there's the mountainside. Is this the northern range?
Yes, it's showing that there's a force from the high that can destroy, you know, um, and it's a form.
This is what you were feeling when you were doing this.
Yes, it represented that there's a force from the high that can mash everything down.
Right. Okay, so guys, I could tell by the way he's speaking, he is a very emotional person, and he loves his environment, he loves the energy. And what he is saying, what I am depicting here, is that there is something that could destroy what we have in terms of the natural beauty. All right, so these are all done by ballpoint pens. And I can tell you guys, because I have done artwork in the past, I have done stipplings, and everything you see in here is the stroke of a pen, creating all this beautiful work. And here are some other pieces.
Struggle.
Wow, guys, look at this. Do you know how long it would have taken this man to create all these pieces? Dad came to the back, flip camera. Dad came to the back and said that Sana, there's a guy in front, he's selling some paintings, and do you have any cash on you? I would like to give him a seal. I've seen him before, and definitely I want to support him. And when I saw the work, I said, Dad, whatever he has, I am going to purchase all these pieces. All right, so here is this piece, another piece. And I spoke to him. I said, listen, are you interested in showcasing your work? Which I know will also be beneficial to me in terms of giving you guys something really creative to look at. So, together with Mr. Patrick Broomes and myself, we're going to present to you. He is actually going to do a live piece in front of you all. Unfortunately, or maybe not, all he has is one black ink pen. Is that correct?
Right.
All right, so this is the man here himself, Mr. Patrick Broomes, and he has already cut his. It's done on Bristol board,
Yes.
right? And I am going to set the camera right here, and you guys, Mr. Broome, before you start, is there anything you would like to say about yourself? How did you get interested in this art? Is it something that was there from inception or later developed in life?
Well, this work is self-inspired work. It's I'm an artist from school taught, and then on my own for the last 40 years. It's work that is designed to promote black culture and to inspire black consciousness.
Right.
Most of the pieces, most of the pieces were done through uh, like different how to put it, like when things happen in life, I would create a piece relate, relating to that particular act in life, that act, that act of feeling that comes out of that, in life. Like this today, I just had unity and struggle and flow with me. But the work generally is a set of work called Book of Arts Wisdom. It has 11 to 12 pieces in this first phase of the work. It has a number of other little parts behind that as well. But it has about 4 pieces before unity and maybe about 4 to 5 pieces after struggle. I'm going I was asked to use my pen and show how I draw these work. After practicing and as an artist, it's very simple, it's very easy for me to do. I would like to do the first piece that comes before unity for you. And I would also like to do a fast sketch of the one that comes because we just have 2 pieces of paper with us, the one that comes after struggle. So you can have a little understanding of the work. I don't have the other copies with me. So I'm going now to do life. Before life is the work itself is a still life abstract. Still life meaning that it's a plant in an abstract form. It's plant life. If you watch it, it's like a plant growing and it grow one and when it falls, you see that it grow holding it up, depicting unity. Right? And then struggle is the other one after unity where shows that in life when the plant is growing an organism with same kind fighting it down, showing that in life we have to fight against one another to survive, and I'm trying to let us know that these things are what the forces that we have to fight in life and work out to be out of.
Okay. So I want to ask a question, right?
Yes.
I am seeing that, okay, so this particular painting, this particular artwork, piece, right? It represents struggle. And what I see is that there is intertwining taking place here. And this particular.
I'm a Rasta, so it's the root. I use the root.
Right.
I use green in this time, but it really could have been brown.
Yes.
A little bit of brown.
Right.
But you can't. It's hard to bring the brown with the pens because
yes.
It makes it, and the green is very
And what I notice is that this piece in particular,
yes,
intertwines around this piece that is flourishing later on,
yes,
right?
And after the struggle, the piece that I'm going to do is named Blossom, which shows in life, after the struggle in life, things finds a firm stand. So I will show you struggle and I will show you life. I'm going to draw it.
Okay, so the piece that you are actually going to create for us is
life.
Life.
Right.
I want to get this correct.
Before unity, there is life, yes.
Before unity, there is life.
And after struggle, there's blossom, which is things find a free stand. In life, you don't always struggle. Things eventually get through the struggle.
Is that something you actually believe in? Is that something you actually believe in?
Yes.
Do you believe that after a person has struggled in this life, that they will?
Where that actually comes from is I born and grew up in a yard where my grandfather was a preacher, and I would stay and listen to him preach about life. He was a Baptist preacher, and he would preach and tell us about the seed growing, what the Bible tells you about the seed, life of the seed, because nothing else depicts nothing else cannot grow without the earth. Earth is the only thing that can grow anything. And the way how things grow and just live and grow, just like man, plant, everything. It's a lot for us to take as a food of thought to see the beauty and the value of life, of what we here for. So that would give you some value that would have helped my project to go forward, because people will, as you see, they say, no, I like this look, and it have a message in it. So they might be able to tell me it have a message in it, but they could see them feeling, well, I could buy it now, at least, because it's telling me something too. And that's what it be like. We work locally. I will walk up and down Trinidad, the East West corridor, and the housings, everything like how it should be here now. And people will appreciate it.
How much would you usually get for this paper here? Seems to be maybe like about, looks like about 14 inches by,
20.
yeah, about 20, yeah?
Yes, it's a half a inch, a couple of inches shorter.
Right.
But it will be two
And
times.
how much usually would you ask for a piece like this?
Well, I deal with poor people, and for years itself for like $20, $30. And then now I'm trying to raise the price. But people don't have the most they might be able to make might be about a
So $20, $30,
Yes, for a piece of music like
a
this.
14 by 20 piece inches, you will ask $20 to $40 for this.
Yes. Not because it worth more, but you cannot get more for it. But I need to get the work out so that I can make myself, can establish myself. I can preach my way in a way.
Right.
I can survive, and hopefully in some time I have some work based behind it as well, where commercially, and that I can survive. I can survive because art is like this.
And how long would it usually take to make a piece like this?
When it's
On a
started,
14
I
by
might be
20.
able to do 2 for the day, and then I'll get tired, and now I could do 6, 8, 10. As much
You could
as
do
I need.
a 6.
I could coat out a whole lot, and in 2 days I finish. A whole set,
Okay.
set of 10, 15.
Wow. Well, I want to tell you, I am also a very creative person, and looking at this, I know it's a lot of work,
Yes.
and I can't wait to see what you're gonna do for us here on this piece of Bristol board that appears to be, I will say, maybe 10 inches by 12.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like about 10 by 12.
It would be that.
Right? And guys, we are just going to sit in here with Mr. Broomes, and I hope you enjoy. As you see, every single stroke that is made, and may we appreciate art. And if anyone from Trinidad is interested at the end of this video in giving Mr. Broomes a sale,
Contact you.
just contact me. Whatever you want to give for it. Usually he says one of these may go for like about $40, $50. Whatever you would like to give Mr. Broomes here, you just let me know. I will pay for it and I will secure it for you. So Mr. Broomes, I am going to sit here and just enjoy as you make every single stroke.
Thank you.
Right? So
Here's life.
here's life. I just need to get the best angle possible. Is the camera bothering you there?
No.
Okay. All right, so guys, just give me a little feedback. Are you satisfied with this view? I'm going inside to get a little fluorescent light to see if I could assist with giving some lighting. Everything not making a difference.
Let me see. Usually I use a pencil
All right, so
first.
guys, I'm not interacting much, but I am here. I am looking on. I am enjoying what is taking place before me, and I hope you are doing so also. Remember, each artist is unique in their own way. The art is never to be discriminated. So let's please respect and value what Mr. Broomes is bringing to us here today. So, Mr. Broomes, I want you to be full of confidence, right? And you just continue what you have done here on this paper. 90% of the people that are looking at this would not be able to do this. So, you are in control here, partner. This is your studio. All right?
Yes, please.
Nice. Here's the man here. So, let's support him. Give him some love, guys. So, what area you grew up in, Mr. Broomes?
Uh, Sound area. After school, parents move up to Talparo.
Talparo.
Yes, I lived in Talparo for a
Don't
while.
make joke.
My parents' mother lived right in the junction, and then my grandmother lived at uh, Chin Chin, Canupia, which I'm staying right now.
Okay.
I got a little place up there lately.
You're from good area as well.
Yeah,
All right.
right around, right?
And what got you inspired into doing drawings?
Uh, I don't know, when time I made up my mind to do a subject in school, plumbing and engineering, and everything had already full out. The only thing I had was air conditioning art, and I had a little passion for art because my father used to work on a boat and he used to bring home a lot of little paintings and things, and I always used to look at them and think. So I said, I think I'll go with art, yes, and maybe I could do something. I wasn't too sure, but after I went to the class, it was so nice. Where you would just cool and sit down with the teacher and you would draw one another, and then we would go out and in different little occasions out, like in the bird sanctuary and do our paintings and whatnot and things,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And then she learned us about how it have different fields I could get into and graphics and things like that. I started to enjoy it, and it was a cool way, and I settled there, And,
So,
and
ever
then
since.
when I went and studied, and I realized that they will tell you how art was one of the first form of communications and things like that. It get very scientific in a sort of way, and very related to life itself. And then I got more interested in it. I started to be, to the taking me a road that I don't think I dislike the life very much. I have a great passion for art. I didn't do a much portraits. A lot of people ask me to do portraits. I can do it, but uh, I think we have a lot more serious things to do than to sit down and just by the roadside and probably do portraits. Art you could do a lot more. Not even long to graphics. I like too much because sign painting make a lot of money.
Sign painting
Make a
makes
lot of
money.
money, yes.
Can you do it?
But you don't really you can't leave a legacy as a great artist in that field. A lot of great artists do a lot of great work. You know, talk about life. If you study art, you could see life itself and see what may come about life and time and that kind of thing. So it get really serious. You know that, and if you follow it, graphics and because you'll be able to do signs because when you're painting right to be able to pull a straight line easily is nothing, you know. So you can do signs as well. You
So
know,
you
so
don't feel fulfilled doing sign work.
not really. I don't do signs and thing.
You want to leave a legacy, as you said.
Yes.
Do you think that artists are truly appreciated in this country? Because my ex-wife is a very excellent artist.
Yeah, contemporary I do good because people need a lot of nice like sceneries, animal, birds. A lot of people give me job to do work like that. Sometimes I don't do much, but it has a lot of work. People like them are like horses, them are like elephants, they're like ducks, they're like all of they'll give you pictures and say, well, paint this for me. Or look at that nice painting there, buildings and ducks and things like that, you know, and they
Right.
put it up in their house and they feel good, you know, put it in the business places. It makes the place lively, light, you know, and things like that. And they just need market for it, so they work it in that form, you know.
Right. So usually a piece like this, how long you said it will take?
And three colors, and I did that side, I said three hours, 4 hours, something, you know, to get it really nice. Before when you're done, you have to depend if it start off rough, and then you use like a dark green to start off, and then you use the lighter green and pass it through it, keep passing it until it comes smooth and nice and look genuine.
And you will turn around and sell this for as low as $20.
Yes, people tell me, boy, you mad. But some people good, some people come there and say, look, boy, don't do that, hold on to that. Or hold, you know, more. And they will just take a piece, you know.
So after 3 hours of work,
And materials, I do this because I need to
you may sell it for 20.
because you wouldn't get it sell. You wouldn't get it sell as fast as you want to. If you have a shop, you could stand up and wait for your money, but when you have a few in your hand, you have to run it out to get something before you get late and reach back to the shop, you know. So, this is the seed base of the extra here.
That what he is seeing. He will, like this piece he's doing here, he will usually sell this. Originally, he may want like about $50 for this piece. Right?
That's lonely.
Yeah, of course, anyway. Right? But because of the hustle out here, he may end up selling one of these pieces here for $20. And it will take him about 3 hours to produce something like this of multicolor. That's like about 3 different color pens. And when you think about a man sitting for 3 hours to create something so beautiful with a story and a message behind it, that's less than $10 an hour.
Yes.
Does that hurt you?
Appears.
And guys, there is no signs of complaining. And in my opinion, it's a matter of this is what it is. This is contentment, and it is what it is. I am just doing my work, and whatever I get at the end of it, I thank God. This is how it feels to me. And whatever Mr. Broomes is feeling whenever he does these wonderful art pieces, putting each stroke to the paper, I really wish I could hear from him. Mr. Broomes, how do you really truly feel to be putting in all of this work, all of this love into your art, knowing that it is definitely underworked? How do you feel, Mr. Broomes?
Price.
I look at the future. I feel that showing people something worth a lot more than money, you know. And if I could, a lot of people buy them and they keep them and they meet me sometimes long years after and they say, artist, how you cool, I still have a piece of work there for me, you know, I feel it up and thing, you know. I feel good, you know. And that is great. We make yourself an artist because a lot of artists are out there and they might be doing some work and they do a couple of pieces and things. And they don't get that kind of response, you know. So I feel good that I could do that, and then I believe in the Lord a lot. I was a Christian once, now I'm a Rasta, and life worth a lot than silver and gold, you know. and then now, like where the inspiration come from, I'm a Rasta, like culture, see black people need some guidance, and if you could keep trying to help guide, to help like how they could help youths to stay away from crime and these things and things. I wish I could have some work that could probably, you know, they pass somewhere and they see it could inspire them, you know. Not particularly call it on crime, but just being able to feel more genuine, or to think more genuine about living and life and people itself, you know, and understand what life is about living, you know. I instead I have to go and ask or beg for a bread, I could draw and make a bread. So it's a lot to me still, you know. It's a lot to me still. I could paint. I paint great paintings up to $3,000 a piece. Was a great piece. I sold a piece, a struggle painted. Central Bank will be seeing in an exhibition. I got
Central Bank?
$6,000 for one, yes. I got a friend had an exhibition and they invited me. I carried 4 pieces and they bought one of the struggle, you know. And think about that. The same struggle that sold for $1.20. I painted one. I managed to. They bought it, but I got it same. And it was great, you know. So I know. In time I could use it to come back and probably help me
That's
with
the story.
everything else.
Did you call it?
Struggle.
Did you call it?
This one is life. It
You
should
paint Central Bank?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell it about that.
Tilted?
Yeah.
You know, over this.
Pull the top up. Right. So this is his piece, The Struggle, and he said you painted this for Central Bank and you were able to get 6,000 for it.
Yes, I should have used 40 life unity struggle. I will choose that one.
So guys, this is the struggle, the real struggle of the
I
artist.
have the other 3 of it. I look for a sale for the other 3. But what I tell them is if I can get a little more for you, because you're all giving away money, all kind of big lads, and can give me a little more for the other two pieces, just say,
Yes, you know?
just say that no, they don't have money for that kind of thing.
How long have you been doing this?
All my
Being an
life,
artist?
all my life, since school, all my life
School.
I've been drawing, yes. So you see the seed there, you see it bursting out and it's growing. That's the seed, right? And then I'll show you a blessing just now.
All right, so we hope that you're enjoying this presentation. With us is Mr. Patrick Broomes, and with just the use of a black ballpoint pen, probably worth, I'll say about $5-7, is creating this magnificent piece of art for us. And the piece represents what you said the piece is entitled?
Life, the germination of the
The
seed,
germination
of the seed,
of the seed,
depicting life.
depicting life. The germination of seed depicted,
Depicting life.
right.
Which shows
predicted life. And as we can see
where,
here,
shows where unity came from.
this is where he started it, and this is
A seed
Yes.
and germination of life, yes. So that is really what the first piece is.
usually he asks $40 for a piece like this. If anybody is interested in it, I am willing to pay for it for you. Let's see if we can give him $100 for this piece, guys. If anybody's interested in it, let me know in the comments, and I will pay for it, and you could come and collect it.
And there's this one.
Let us. Well, I already purchased those already,
But you.
right? But
Yeah, this is pretty.
beautiful.
The struggle.
Struggle. Right, so just to give you I think really on this side is the best angle.
In paint,
Sorry, sir?
in paint, all is nice. They look smooth. Because it is well done, it can be.
Really, really good, Mr. Broomes. So that you met him before?
I met him before? Yes, some years ago.
I was
Years
just
ago.
passed through, yeah. I
So
was,
before COVID?
I was,
Long before that.
yes, because it's about 2-3 years now. I stopped for a while because the way the place got with crime, and you know, you can't go around the place as you want again, doing this kind of thing, peddling and thing, you know. It's sort of, it's long time you could have done that, you know.
Yes.
A whole lot.
But Mr. Broomes has been around this area. Many
Yes, I
years
used to
ago.
come
So you purchased
all
from him?
Christmas and thing. I
I
want to
can't
get.
remember
but
what,
you know what
but
time
I
I
did.
come Sunday morning and I get my little groceries. I get 3-4 sell and in the shop and back inside.
Yeah.
I make I sell a few and I go on home with that. Yeah. Chen City man, I used to always get a little something. So a few people
Very
know
good.
me well. Yeah.
You can see the.
You can. Yeah.
Excuse me, please, eh?
Okay.
Yeah. That.
But I has, this is my first set. I have another set of work called Creation. That's for an exhibition. I never sold none of those because this is the first set of work and it end up on the street and it sell cheap and all kind of things. So I don't want that next set to get in that. But it is the other set in the process of the project and the study of the work. And it talks about how God created the earth. I went to the Bible, how he said in the beginning was darkness. So there's this big piece that's black. And then he said, let there be light. So there's a spark of light in the next piece. And then he said, when the firmament formed and that kind of thing, and the work started spinning, and it spins in different pieces, and how it formed, and how the land came up, and
Right.
so on. So that's going to be a big exhibition.
So your work is around like a spiritual.
It's spiritual, yes, highly spiritual. So
Right.
art is spiritual because you have to put out, if you want to really, as an artist, really want to see art, dig deep in yourself and put out that. You know, and you'll find something. Most artists do that, but they might make it to say, like some great artists of the world, but most of the great artists of the world dig into themselves and to be able to come up with pieces, come up with work. So this is what I find for myself.
That's starting to look real good already. You definitely get some dark shades inside of there with the amount of lines you have on the outside. So I hope everybody is appreciating every stroke that is being made here that makes this into a more realistic piece. Guys, when people may be passing through your district and they are selling original art pieces such as this, even though it's a pen, this is the amount of time that goes into it. This video is actually at 38 minutes and he started probably 2 minutes after the inception of the video itself. So for the last 36 minutes, this gentleman has been working on this piece. And we know minimum wage in this country. What's the minimum wage in our country? I think the minimum wage is around 20. Right? So when somebody passes in your area with something like this, looking at where the piece of art, where it has reached at this point in time, I will say that maybe we are 1/3 or halfway there. So we still have like double the time to go. And to give a person $20 for a piece of art like this, especially if We could afford it.
3 colors. You have to go it over 3 times.
This is
4 times. So
this is
3
not
times.
fair to what a man is putting. So definitely consider, when you see people like this in front of your gate, such as we did today, appreciate them. If you cannot afford it, don't purchase. If you want to give a donation, you give it. But don't try to barter a man his price. And usually he asks $40, $50 for a piece like this. And most times all he takes is a $20. So if you would like to support this artist today, Mr. Patrick Broomes, and you would like to purchase this, I will purchase it for you. I will give him $100 for it, which is what I think it's worth. You could frame it nicely, and you could say that, hey, listen, I saw this being done before my very eyes. So enjoy it. As it comes to life. Looking real good, brother. You're doing well. A blank piece of paper with a black ballpoint pen coming to life. You hear what somebody says? That you're almost giving that away for free, charge a higher price. But I think it's Judy T made the comment, right? Judy T, unfortunately, artists are very undervalued in this country,
Yeah.
right? And this is the hardship that they face. And at the end of the day, this man has to go home. Maybe, do you have children?
Yeah. I have a son.
You have a son?
Yeah. So,
Right.
well, he's get a little big now, but in time that was my problem.
Right. So at one time, what he's saying is that his son is grown now, but at one time, this was his challenge. That big son would have once been a young teenager, maybe a baby, and his challenge would have been that he has to carry home money. He needs to get pampers. He needs to get food. He needs money to pay his rent. Guys, look at the amount of wood that is being placed here right before our eyes. I could have done cook a pot of pillar, because my ex-wife is actually an artist also.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that she gets the message so that she could lock on and see the artwork that you are doing, because she has done a lot of stipplings, which is rather than the lines that you are doing, the dots.
Yeah.
Right? Do you do stippling also?
Paints.
Paints.
Oil
Okay.
acrylics. I'm more into that, but unable to do much of that right now. But that is where the art for me. I'm a fine art artist. I do like much other things. Give me fine arts every day. Painting, sceneries, abstracts, animals, objects, still life, anything like that. Paints. Probably a week. That's what. But locally now, this is a message, you know, it's a sort of a graphical exposure. And since you didn't have the pens could act as a buffer, you know, to get the work out instead of just sitting there and worrying about you can't get it done, you can't get it done. You have to do something, you know, you have to survive. So the pens, what I do, I use the markers and the pen. So I form it comes like a sort of plastic. It comes like a kind of plastic print when you finish the work eventually. Struggle. It could almost, if you think it could almost peel off, like, you know, you coat it properly and you run it over a good few times, and that could almost, and don't come back over that could almost permanent.
Right.
For my own medium, you know? For like a medium. People do pens, but nobody do pens and markers together like that. You know? It's not like you're coloring in markers, you're just using the yellow as a code base. And then you run the carbon ink over it. I don't
Okay.
use felt ink, I use carbon ink right through.
So I have a commenter here, right? She's actually one of my moderators on the channel, and she's asking. You said to me already, but I don't mind you repeating it. What does this art piece actually depict?
Germination of the seed depicting life.
Germination of the seed
Yes.
predicting life.
Not only a plant seed, but anything that you do in life. When you say seed, you mean an idea. You mean, you know, if you're going to do something, you know, or a seed itself as the word means something that you would like to start up. If it's an idea, if it's, you know, a baby, germination, you know. So the seed depicting life in this form, showing that
And I'm thinking
where
that
the other parts of the work relates to where it came from and where it originated from.
is this the part, or am I assuming wrongly? Is this the part that is depicting life here?
Yes. I'll show you this now. Let's go this now. Finish up here. This is root. This right here. We have a little part here this now.
This is fantastic.
I'll leave it up and explain it. That's what it is. So. This is the seed of life.
Well, the seed starts right here.
Is a seed in the ground, right? And I'm drawing a seed in the ground, germination, the germination of a seed into a plant. This is the germination of the seed into a plant. As a raster, where I kind of take the work from or to, is that the root is growing. I use a root to depict the different aspects of the different basic aspects of life of the work, right? So the seed is a plant. The others, if you notice, they are still life, like a plant growing, and this is the plant when it actually.
So we see
where it came from.
We see what that is.
It's a seed.
This is the beginning.
The beginning, right?
Okay.
Life.
Wow.
The germination of the seed.
Listen.
Life.
I love it.
This is the ground here.
You know,
I think
the thing about it, when you really, like that question that that person asks as to what does this depict? When, you know, like how we are here sitting, looking at the artwork and knowing what is going through your mind, we appreciate this more. And I think that one of the things you should definitely consider, my brother,
Yeah.
is this. You need to align yourself with somebody who is familiar with something such as TikTok or even Facebook, and you need to begin to be able to do these things on a live presentation
I think so.
where you could explain your pieces as you go along so that people could appreciate the story behind what you are doing.
That is great, eh? So
Yeah, because
it's
Judy
pretty
actually now asks a question as to what is this really depicting?
Mhm.
And what he is saying is that it has to do with germination and life,
So that's the seed.
right? So he now draw the seed in this corner here, incorporated all the roots,
Uh-huh.
and we have the fresh root to the top here. Am I
Right.
correct?
Yes.
And on the
Yeah,
side here, is this like the side growth?
This is the seed, and the shell is basing here. This is the shell basing out here. If you want to do it here,
Oh, so it's okay.
you see it? If you want
Oh,
to
so
take
this entire thing here
it, it's the seed.
is the seed.
Right, the seed bursts out of its
Oh,
shell.
yes.
You see it?
You mean this is
Yes.
this here?
Yeah,
Right.
the shell,
So,
the seed bursts
this
out
here
of
that-
it, the shell open out here with the skin stretched back here, the shell back here. Right, it has almost like two heads.
This here
And that,
is the entire seed, which is a very tiny thing.
like when a bean bursts out of
Right?
the shell.
Yes.
That is it. That is it.
Right.
It's simple.
And
So it didn't start with much
it begins to
abstract.
burst here.
It started out with what we normally know. You know, the termination of the seed.
So Mr. Brooms,
the picking
how did
life.
you arrive at this concept? This concept of the seed and whatnot. What motivated you to go in this direction? Explaining for me, please, the idea of the seed and of life. How did you choose this concept of the seed?
People ask me that. And the most as I could say, it's probably I was a Rasta, I had a big kid, I had a girlfriend, and I was sports, party, and I was selling a couple of stuff, joy, I'm spiritual, so full of want to be an army, he don't eat meat, don't do this, be a cultural man on the table, I have a calabash, you know, piece of pie, mash, and they talk me then, it's nice.
Mm.
To carry a stick, all the set people and the candles and things. And then that I have a corn, dry corn seed, and we plant a little bit in that and I leave a bash with corn and some cocoas and I like something like that because I'm an
Right.
artist. You know,
Right.
artists have the shambi with wood and they
Right.
like the nature business.
Right.
And I wanted something that would take my art project. I can do something that I can draw every day and make some money that I can keep my art project going. What can I draw? Well, if you're going for life, draw something about life, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The seed was right in front of me.
Okay.
I said, draw a seed. And then I had one good partner. I had two good partners. One night we sat down in the dark, I didn't have lights. And I drew the unity. I tell him, he said, what are you drawing? Boy, he was a rascal. I said, boy, I drew something here. He stayed for my son, I stayed for his daughter. And I drew unity. I said, we just help one another and things. So when we see it go, I said, I do next piece I will do. And so on. One will hold up there. And I came up with this piece. It had another friend who had living next to us. And me and he got married. And he fight me down. And he wanted again to come. I want to fight him, he want to fight him. And he came up with a cutlass and he got me here. And this is where struggle came.
Oh, that's how struggle
It's sugar, yes.
evolved there.
He wanted to take off my head, my own friend, and then become my good friends.
You're not good friends,
Really,
okay.
really good friends, yes.
We
And
glad
this is
for
where
that.
struggle come. And then the other one, bless
You
them,
see-
that are going to jail for you.
you see
and
struggles
show that all of us.
Yes.
was
Intertwining.
brothers. Yes.
Yes.
In life and struggle, you know, but in life we have to still find unity. And that way all of them still respect me today before I come back, and should ever even that we had to fight and we stay together. You know, so my struggle is not only for money and something, but to be in a unification with your brothers.
That's right. So tell me something. The central bank, you said, chose this one, right?
Yes.
What did they comment? What was their comment on this piece of artwork you had here? Did they give a comment? Or something that they just liked? It appealed to them without the depth of it being understood? Or they understood what you had projected here? Did they understand that? As you now explained to me about the unity and the struggle, and you regain, you all have regained a relationship. Did the
Yes.
central bank see it that way?
I didn't tell, they didn't ask like all of that, but in struggle in life, well, I mean, that's the fight. It wasn't that big thing, you know.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I'm
I
talking
mean,
about
the
the
struggle,
central
yeah.
bank's interest in this piece of
They
artwork.
interest, they were just like, they gave me call it like I don't know if it's a contract or something that they can use the work to do. So what's the size of it?
Right.
They could use it, you know, in representation. They take the rights to do so much.
How long ago
so
that would
much
have
of it.
been?
Probably about four years ago.
Have you seen
3-4
your
years
artwork
ago.
that they had, and they had the rights to appear anywhere else?
No.
Okay.
They could, but they probably mean that if they have an exhibition, you know,
It could be used.
they could use it.
Right.
Yeah.
It became theirs.
Yes, and I see.
But-
But they know that I don't think that they wanted the rights to have a king, but they can use it to show in some way, so you can't say, well, you can't use it, you know.
But interesting. I wondered what attracted them to this particular one, you know?
Just keep going.
Okay.
Now,
Should I move
just
this
to-
on?
I'm nearly finished.
Okay.
Just to give you all a little feedback as to what is taking place here on the live stream in terms of the chat, Mr. Broomes, a lot of people admire your work. A lot of people think that you should be showcased more. A lot of people think that definitely it's worth $100 and more. And
What is hard? Go ahead. What I was saying, what is hard is I went to the Ministry of Culture, and they were like fed up with me. What would you come here with that for? You know, we don't have time to see you with that. If you wanted to go and come to a one Patrick Street and say, we don't have time. I said, well, I don't want to go try. I wanted to tell the minister what the work is about and what I'm planning to do with it, and if they can assist me with something like that. And he left me sitting here for about a year, 2 years. Christmas, I went this year. And up to today, nothing. They didn't support me, they didn't want to see me, they were
And no private individuals have come forward.
to help.
Mm.
I never asked anybody to help me. This is I open up to, because I'm starting to get a little more like about the whole thing, you know.
Mm.
But I'm always scared to go by
so this is the first time that you are getting
it.
proper exposure. That is very sad.
But we are honored. We are
Honored,
We are
honored, yes, but
to project your work.
definitely sad to know that all these years would have passed. And what you are saying is, I don't want to quote you wrongly. What you are saying is that you all may approach the proper ministry and you are almost forced
But
to, hey, listen, go to the streets and fend for yourself. Is that what you said?
that one is
That's what they implied. We can help you. Go out there
we
and
don't buy work, we don't see what
go out there and struggle.
we see what our friends, you know. I said, well, probably we can do something. I can even help you choose with artists. He said, you can open a place and have when visitors come, they come and see our work. You don't have time. I went to the museum. I did a set of work. I did not place. I made a set of pieces like that size of the work, and I take it to the curator and thing. I bring it to the museum. I frame that I spent all the money I had. And the man blank me work for nothing to take a piece to put to the museum because I'd like my country to keep a set of more work. And he blanked me, I don't know for what reason, what they have the museum for, And so I don't know.
Now, guys,
So I wish if they would take on the can probably give me a call or something, or find me and say, well, probably I lost my phone now, and say, well, Patrick, we will patronize you something because I reach so poor now, I have a spot and I'm living under a piece of plastic something because I get kind of I'm trying to get some help from social and probably get something to put a share and thing to make life, and I taking it easy because if nobody don't owe you nothing, okay.
all right. So,
I wanna if I could get a little house, I could pay for it, but let's give my light where I could do the root now, then I would build up myself. Give my a chance to give man an opportunity to. And we don't see about that. We don't have time for that. We don't take soft copies. We want to write and nothing. And I used to,
for the last hour, we have been working. Excuse me. For the last hour, we have been working on this particular piece, which is 10 inches by 12 inches, guys. And usually, Mr. Broomes will get $20 for a piece like this. And mind you, that's layered with 3 colors like this. This is 1 color. So maybe he may even get $8 for a piece like this. Guys, honestly speaking, you have seen the amount of work that is being done here by this particular artist, Mr. Broomes. And definitely, I do a little art myself. Nothing close to the capacity of what he's doing. This is atrocious. It is. Would you agree, Dad?
Yes, it is, of course.
Right? Because look at the amount of work. Guys, look at your timer. I started this interview 3 minutes, right? And 3 minutes into the interview, Mr. Broomes pulled out his blacking ballpoint pen and began this beautiful piece which represents germination
Of the seed of life.
of the seed of life. Look at how much work goes into it. Do you think this is worth $20, guys? Do you think this is worth $10? Is there anybody here willing to bless this man up with a purchase of this, which I don't have a problem taking my personal money and give it to him today so that he can go home happy?
I cannot black and white everything.
Guys, look at this. Look at this. Do you have the patience to draw all these lines? Do you know how many strokes are made here? I am guessing it's over 500,000 strokes here. And if I may say, let's multiply that by 2. This is over 1 million strokes here. Yeah? Look at how many strokes. And we try to fight these artists down as they walk around our place, taking advantage of the situation that they are in. Look at this man. Does he look like a rich man? He's well presented. Brother, I have to say, you're taking good care of yourself. Right? Well attired. But definitely not. And I don't have no shame saying it because I am in the same position. This is not a rich man. This is not a rich man. This is a man trying to take whatever talent he has to make a living, an honest living. And we should not fight down people like this. Look at this. Look at this compared to this. And usually he will walk away. What is your least price on this? I think he said $30.
Yeah.
$30, guys, for a piece like this. And I'm going to be keeping all of these. I am going to be keeping all of these. Maybe I might keep them for myself. Maybe I might give them out as gifts.
Yeah, this is beautiful, huh?
Right? Look at what this man has created here. It took him over 1 hour to create this. And if he gets $30 for this, guys, he's going to get 15 for this. That is how humans work. This is black and white. This is colored. Hey, I'll give you a 20 for this. I'll give you 10 for this. And I see you going on to our next piece here, so
The man loves
I
his
don't know
work.
what is going on, but
He loves his work.
enjoy. I actually feel sorry looking at this man work.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy looking at it, but I feel sorry for the outcome, the reward.
But you know, Santa boy, this crossed all the art forms, you know. Down to our pan industry.
So everything.
It crosses all the art forms. You know? Our writers have struggled for years. Our pan men have struggled for years. Our pan arrangers.
But I realize
Look
they're
at
right and
that.
understand.
Yeah, yeah, that
I mean, now that you understand the piece, this here, you see all these lines that are going down?
Yeah.
They could have
Those are the
appreciated
roots.
us a little more. They could, it could
Those are the roots, right?
Mm.
This entire thing here is the seed. And this is where the sprout is coming out of the seed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Right, right. What you were saying, Mr. Broomes?
they could appreciate an artist a little more.
Oh, yes. In every art form. Every art
Artists
form.
have different situations, you know. And an artist should get some. If you're in the vineyard for years and you really have good work and thing and you're not making it, they could give you a little leeway. They could send you to get a little place at least where you could base yourself and go stay outside and that kind of thing because you have some value. You could do something for the country. You could help the country to be productive in a way. You know, I have a lot of work besides this, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, I do research into labor and work, and I have a company, I'm registered, and if I'm into creative industry and things like that, and it could be known to helping develop
Mm-hmm.
the country GDP and that kind of thing and create work that government can get back taxes and thing, you know. I go up, I have a lot to offer, but they don't want to hear, they don't want
I
to
think,
listen to us.
let me just
Because you can't
interrupt.
be talking about life and be able to be so strong and don't have nothing else behind that. You have to have more in you. You have to have more.
You were saying?
Yeah. I think that you need to get in contact with somebody that is very familiar with TikTok. TikTok videos,
If I can get
right?
out.
They okay, like how we doing this live stream here right now. TikTok videos are more vibrant. So like how he's doing this online drawing here, there will be a lot of people on TikTok that will be following him.
Okay.
Right? Because it have people could sit down and look at this for the entire day. Because they just love it and it's worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get a lot of people sending tips to you, and you will also get people me turn around and purchase your stuff.
Okay.
So
But you
I
have-
am not familiar with TikTok, unfortunately.
Okay.
Right? I'm more familiar with YouTube. But definitely this work that he's doing here, if there is somebody that is a TikToker and is looking at this video right now and would like to help Mr. Broomes, maybe you could contact him. Mr. Broomes, maybe you could take a piece of paper. Do you have a phone? Unfortunately, he doesn't. All right, but TikTok is a perfect platform for him.
Okay.
Because many people look at videos. A lot of people go live on TikTok doing this. There are some men, all they're doing is just, like when men purchase these batteries, they have to drain all the water from the batteries. And whole day, their video is just chopping those batteries and draining the water.
Okay.
And people watching that for the whole day.
Okay.
So something like this, definitely they will be looking at. Look at this nice piece here, mommy.
That was done right here.
They take a whole lot of this. But this, what you see here, is like a watermelon seed. These are the leaves. And this is the bud coming out of the seed. You see that?
Yeah.
Well, if it does look like that, you wouldn't know, eh? But that is what it is.
So let's show these. Show these. How many look at this one? Louis?
Yeah.
Louis, look at this. No?
Lovely.
Mom?
Can I go do my favor?
Look, Daddy showing you another thing. That's what you done.
This is a long one. Go.
Zabigo.
From the fridge?
You know it from my dad's Zabigo.
That's my wife.
Alright,
Yes.
just hang with that battery from this.
Yeah.
Well, look at this, Louis.
Hello, how are you?
Okay.
You doing some nice art, man.
I
Should
did.
you that be?
Let me see some of my
Wow.
paintings.
Did
Maybe
you get that
one.
one too?
All of them.
When I do a nice waterfall, I'll bring it later
Well,
on.
that's good, man.
There's more.
I remember the only pens in it.
Imagine that, eh? Where you learn this art, uncle?
At school and then on my own.
Wow.
But if you do that for me, I could give him a job to hold some work for me, if they want to contact him and then he contact me and he gets something, and he could work with me until I catch up myself, That'd be great. Because I was trying to get I come on a low, so all I do phone, I always pray the internet thing now. I feel somebody go thief you, look at all kind of thing. But if he know and he could get me and I could learn a little more and pick up on
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But anyway, when he comes back, you'll ask the question.
Yeah, that would be nothing. Probably that really father sent from it because I need them. And that way that I said, but that is because I went back and buy art shop and I fell it from it. I get by the library and study where I want to do an exhibition. So I think I tell them more.
But if you get
So-
it framed, and
But
nice,
he had no time with me then, and look how he come and he take his time and ask me to come in here, and he doing this and he making me feel so dignity. I will even let him do some work in the background of me, and I can just do the art, and he
but
can
this
take.
is sufficient
Because
for the hour.
He understand,
Mm.
and I would think because I reach a stage where my back against the wall.
Yes, I understand, sir. Yes.
And if he do some work, I'll get a phone, he will show me how to work it until he can probably get fed up
Right,
on me
right.
and he might make something too.
Mhm.
Right? Yeah, that would be great. But today I trying to get a little too up in. I should be buying a nice a set of paints or something.
Okay.
Right? What can I do? Excuse me. Yeah, let me come back. I was thinking this
Yeah.
one. So.
Well, that would be important,
Yes. Well, a heart's right. You don't see that heart phone number.
You must have some means, right?
So,
So this is for always.
Well,
Yeah,
just
but
to get
I'll
a
be
number,
back.
I have a cousin
Yeah.
living
What?
close to me. He gives me a number. I could use that.
So, Mr. Brooms,
Yeah, you're lucky.
the big question here is this. If there's anyone interested in supporting your art, how are we going to contact you?
Could you work with me? Could you help me? Like you would take all these things, and
Well,
for now I can come and see. I when we get the
all-
first money, I buy a phone, and from there we have a
all
contact.
I
Carlos,
can,
what when it's about 2 weeks, I went to the
well,
ministry.
what I will
Catch up
do
with
is I will give you
Catch up
my phone number,
yeah,
and maybe you could start off rather than traveling and coming here,
yeah,
unless you're coming in the area to do work,
yeah.
right?
No,
You could,
I don't walk around and stuff
right?
like that.
So you could probably call me,
Yeah,
right? I'll give you my number, and you could call me when you do get a phone,
yes,
and I could share it on one of my videos so that if anybody wants to support you, because there are people who live in America, Canada, elsewhere that will love to support you. I know that for sure.
I will
So,
get a phone.
I advise
With
you,
what you do there, I better have to get a phone soon.
yes,
What I did there, yes. But the phone I had, it was a smallish phone. I paid about 500 paid by B Mobile on the promenade. And the knob in it, look, I was doing some work on the land and cut on some tree thing, I was doing some hard work. And the little, it had a little spine knob where you put it on and off. That little plastic thing break and all kind of thing. So it wasn't that tough, you know.
mm,
This great thing here, you want it, man?
I don't feel so bad. I don't have.
yeah.
I need to get a
Okay,
good
some
one.
pieces that will run the birds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well set up and save it for proper everything and make it up everything. So you always do this kind of work?
I do a variety. I do cooking videos, road trips, walk around like the country, life experiences, human interest stories such as what you are doing here right now,
Yeah.
and
That's kind of
yeah, that's basically it, and we just really like showcasing whatever people are doing
yeah.
for the benefit once we believe that you are honest.
Look how important that is.
Yeah, and
Could be so much.
yeah. So I do hope that today's video put you a little on the map. I do not have a very big channel,
What I could do is before that.
yes, but I hope
If I
that
can help
it
me give
does.
me a little direction, I think
Yes,
Yeah, so I will address the viewers in a little while, and if there's anybody interested in purchasing the piece that you did, the germination of life,
you buy a food.
and they're willing to pay for it,
Yeah.
I will give you the money, and they can collect it from me.
This is amazing. I need to buy something for this. And let's give some.
Can I ask you a question? You could decline if you wish.
No.
What's the difference between Christianity and Rastafari?
Christianity is the, let me see, the history of Christ. And Rastafari is the representation of, I would say, the black descendants of Africans, the black, the identification for the black descendants of slavery, which um, really like how we have Christianity, they they um, they use um, ancestors, they use like ancestors, right? And that is really kind of, well, the white man wanted labor and time was to build the economy and things like that time. But it is, and there's kind of, with the, whatever, that is really, we really supposed to get our, how to call it, guidance and like from how ancestors live and how it thing,
Yeah.
and that God was the earth, and how the ancestors lived there, how people used to live free and wild. And then when they come and say about Christ, Christianity, and that um, thing is that it have, to me, I still try to understand from what I'm hearing, but I still, it's supposed Christ, it have a Christ, but like they use that in a form, or their hand was to sort of deter the people thoughts to get them to do what they want in a sense, in a form, I don't know what happened or what, but and then now with how we have the all different type of Christians, it can really say to really understand, because this one saying that one saying this and thing, but it have a Christ. Christ is like the Bible, it have the Bible, and it has where the history of the great book of the English and thing of still ancestors and people, Christ came from time, his fathers, Moses and Solomon and Isaac and all of them go back to Jacob and whatnot and thing. It's about ancestors, not so? Right. So, but if you notice, it have different cultures. It have Chinese, Indians, it have and the Africans, So everybody had a way of life because the Chinese, they can't go and interfere with the Chinese, they never got to see the Chinese. So the Chinese have the culture. And they see how the science high because they still and study their work since the beginning of life, So they in front of this because they never got shaped up and scattered and want people to focus on how to develop themselves, So they're strong.
So let me ask you something, brother. Would advice from one human to another, what you really think is the best achievement in life that we as individuals, as souls, what do you think is the best achievement that we could make as an individual? What is the best thing I could do for myself?
You have to follow who you are. If you're white, you be white. If you're black, you be black. If you're Indian, you be Indian. And we respect one another cultures and we live. If something come out of it to interfere with us, not we fight amongst ourselves and eat and fight and mash up one another, make guns, and kill one another and try to overpower one another and just fight against each other. So if something come from outside, that fighting we and we fighting, we say, how will we be able to fight that? If you understand.
I hear you.
Right?
You think love is the answer?
Love is the answer. It's who have it.
Is what?
It's who have it. Who can respect it? Who live in it? You know, who keeping it, who caring it. You know. But love is the words is in words like an art. Words is not just words. You know, love. Nothing else could touch love. Nothing else could touch bad. Nothing else could touch evil. You know, if anything, if I would have co-evil, it can't be co-good. It's co-evil because evil talks about evil. You know,
Yeah.
if it's very good, it's very nice.
Yeah.
It's called about
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You know, so you know what I mean. The languages is not a kicks, so you can't tell me you're a good evil man.
The two comics.
The two is different, right? Right. Now, all of us have to eat. All of us living on the earth. A man came, he get a whole 40 acres of land for his work, for his family and his course, for his culture. And another man, he gets none. He have to go and look for 500,000, 250,000. He have a brother, he had to find that to find something to put his family. A man, God give all of us to live here. Everybody's supposed to be, even if the government say, well, okay, people can't get a place to live in. That is not a problem. And then when you get it, you pay a little tax to help the government, right? Who have the system. This is the thing come that the earth don't give anybody anything again. The laws of the earth, they don't give anybody. You as a God child, God made you here, God, you know, through your mother and your father, and through Adam and Eve, you come here. How come you doesn't have anything? How come you hungry? All of us living here, we could plan so that everybody could eat. Some people eat it, sometimes they bite that thing and they throw it away. Or it fall there and whatnot. And then the next place, people body swell until they're hungry, they have nothing to eat and nothing money in them. Something
Were you ever in a stage of hunger?
yeah, I get hungry, but not much because my parents and them say, and Trinidad is not a very hard place to go. You could always find something to eat, but our places is not so thing.
So your personal experience here in Trinidad is that it ain't as bad as people portray it to be then?
Trinidad is a very nice and easy country. We have a lot here. We have a lot of people. People come here and they enjoy it. They pack their pockets and they're cool and whatever. And they have to suffer and they can't get, you understand, they can't get a spot to live and right there the government will open a unit to see what look about. Because there's some lands in our area, they give these people a piece of land and they go and live a spot. 50 by 100 or a little more than that. That is all. Take cardboard and build inside it, block it up and stay inside it, and yeah, you people are happy. You know how much is that?
Yeah.
They leave the people on the street, boy.
Yes. Well, my brother, unfortunately,
Sustainable living.
my battery is very low.
This is blessing.
So I want to thank you. This is blessings, people, if you've seen it.
Blossom. Things eventually find
Oh,
us.
Blossom.
Yes.
Right. So this is depicting Blossom. My brother, I want to thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. We did a lovely live here together, and I hope that in the future, that what you have done here with us today, that it could generate some sort of business for you. I wish you all the best in all your future endeavors. Blessings. Blessings. All right. So, guys, thanking Mr. Patrick Broomes for spending a lot of his time here creating these wonderful pieces for us. So, brother, thank you very much. Appreciate it, and contact me, and hopefully I will have some contact information for him in the future. Blessings.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am. So